Today, we're talking about the wildfires in California, some of the latest tech gadgets, and other top news for Friday, January 10th. Stay informed while remaining focused on Christ with the pour-over today. Here's the quote of the day. No one can have God for his father who has not the church for his mother. Saint Cyprian of Carthage. Let's get started with some espresso shots. Los Angeles County is engulfed in the costliest wildfire battle in history. What's happening? Tuesday morning, a wildfire broke out in Topanga State Park. By Wednesday evening, LA County had 5 active wildfires, 5 people have been killed, and 130,000 residents faced evacuation orders. Where are the fires? The largest, most destructive fire, the Palisades Fire, has scorched nearly 18,000 acres, 27 square miles, destroying more than 1,000 homes between Santa Monica and Malibu. North of Pasadena, the Eaton Fire has burned more than 10,000 acres and 900 buildings, causing significant injuries and over 100,000 evacuations. Situated between the Palisades Fire and the Eaton Fire, the Sunset Fire erupted Wednesday night in the Hollywood Hills. It spread over 40 acres before it was fully contained yesterday. Further north, near Santa Clarita, the Lydia Fire and the Hearst Fire have together torched over 1,100 acres. Over 7,500 California first responders and 160 engines from other states have been deployed to combat the fires. As of writing, the Palisades and Eaton fires were still 0% contained. The Hearst Fire was 10% contained, and the Lydia Fire was 60% contained. How did the fires start? Specific causes are under investigation, but wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour, dry air, and hills covered in vegetation created the perfect storm. Weather officials called the fires about as bad as it gets. What's the response been? Governor Newsom issued a state of emergency Tuesday. President Biden met with firefighting officials in LA on Wednesday, directing a full federal response. President-elect Trump noted that some fire hydrants had run dry, saying government mismanagement of water contributed to the crisis. Californians are on alert as strong winds continue in the region, increasing the risk of new fires starting through ember attack and spreading smoke-polluted air. As we wait for the redemption of creation itself, believers can share our hope through radical generosity and service. Join us in supporting disaster victims in California's wildfires. We'll match the first $2,000 given to Operation Blessing, a faith-based nonprofit with boots on the ground and a record of doing great work. Romans 8:20 and 21 says, "For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in the hope that the creation itself will also be set free from the bondage to decay into the glorious freedom of God's children." SEC 2025, one of the year's largest tech events, comes to an end in Las Vegas today. This weekend, over 4,500 exhibitors debuted their latest innovations. Some standouts included electric salt spoon. Japanese beer company Kirin's $60 spoon uses electric currents to amplify salty and umami flavors without adding extra salt. AI robot pets. Meet Ropet, a modern, high-tech Furby, and Tombot, a robotic emotional support dog. Transparent TV. LG's 77-inch transparent OLED can be yours for a mere $60,000. Mini Smart House. An expandable HomePod is giving Disney's Smart House Tiny Home Edition. Solar EV. Aptera's solar-powered vehicle charges while you drive. The Jetson family-esque vehicle is also sure to turn heads on the highway. Other eye-catching inventions included tiny human holograms, needle-free injections, and earwax cleaning headphones. Whether you're thrilled by innovation or intimidated by the future, live with joy and pursue holiness because believers already know how this story ends. Technology will never outsmart God or thwart his plan to renew and glorify all who are in Christ. 2 Peter 3:13 and 14 says, "But based on his promise, we wait for new heavens and a new earth, where righteousness dwells. Therefore, dear friends, while you wait for these things, make every effort to be found without spot or blemish in His sight, at peace.
What if we told you there was a tasty protein bar with ingredients that are good for your brain, plus 12 grams of protein and no added sugar? Meet Mosh, a power snack containing ingredients like omega-3 fatty acids, collagen, vitamins B12 and D, ashwagandha, and lion's mane. Mosh supports brain health, whether it's through mindfully chosen ingredients to fuel both mind and body, or donating a portion of proceeds to Alzheimer's research. If you want to find ways to give back to others and fuel your body and brain, Mosh bars are the perfect choice for you. Head to moshlife.com/TPO to save 20% off, plus free shipping on the Bestsellers trial pack. That's 20% off, plus free shipping on the Bestsellers trial pack at moshlife.com/TPO. Thank you, Mosh, for sponsoring this episode.
In other brews, here's a wraparound of updates. 18 states from New Mexico to Virginia are feeling Winter Storm Cora's chill. She's continuing her 1,400-mile journey across the southern U.S. today, moving northeast after slamming North Texas overnight. Temps are well below average across the south, allowing accumulation of up to 12 inches of snow and creating dangerous travel conditions from Dallas to Memphis to Charlotte. The Israeli military recovered a 53-year-old Israeli hostage's body from an underground tunnel in Gaza Tuesday. Troops also found remains that may be the late Yusuf Ziadna's son, who was captured with him in October 2023 alongside two siblings, released in November 2023. Meanwhile, the US, Qatar, and Egypt are attempting to broker a new ceasefire and hostage release deal. The US will provide Ukraine with an additional $500 million in weapons from US stockpiles. Yesterday's announcement follows Defense Secretary Austin's final meeting with President Zelensky and the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, a group of around 50 partner nations supporting Ukraine, in Germany. The group emphasized the need for continued military aid for Ukraine ahead of the upcoming US administration change. A bipartisan majority in the new House passed the Laken-Riley Act Tuesday. The bill, named for the 22-year-old nursing student killed by a Venezuelan man with a history of misdemeanors living in the U.S. illegally, requires U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to take illegal immigrants who commit theft-related crimes, think shoplifting, into custody. Currently, only felons face deportation. And that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening. If you're listening on the Apple Podcasts app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We appreciate your support and hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
If you love inspiring testimonies of courageous faith, look no further. The Voice of the Martyrs is offering TPO listeners free access to a film called Sabina, Tortured for Christ, the Nazi Years. It tells the powerful, true story of a woman's journey to faith in Christ and the risks she took to share the gospel with soldiers from the army that killed her family. Visit vom.org/TPO to claim your free copy today.